All right, I've been able to finish the first season, 1948, Big Country Football, pro football. This entire season has been played with the latest game, Big Country Pro Football. Fantastic. My team won the North Division with a 5-2 record, tied with Fort Jefferson, who also had a 5-2 record. However, we defeated Fort Jefferson head-to-head in the season, so we end up winning the division, and we will host Fort Jefferson in the North playoff round. Springfield will be playing the 5-1-1 Middletown Stokers in the South playoff. Springfield finished 4-3, and we'll talk a little bit about it as I go here. Fort Jefferson Defenders. All four of these teams have the top four defenses and top four running games, so that makes sense, right? To see rushing teams, also best rushing teams, also with best defensive results. My quarterback and the MT Stevens, a Middletown quarterback, were tied for the number one quarterback in the league based on QBR. QBR is my own formula. It's very simple. Touchdowns minus turnovers. My quarterback was +8 on the season. Their quarterback was +8 on the season. There have been other quarterbacks that had more touchdowns, but they also had more turnovers. So very cool to see my -2 quarterback do as well as Stevens with his receivers and his grade. Kind of cool. We were number 2 in rushing overall. Middletown was number 1 in rushing. So if we end up meeting Middletown in the championship, it's going to be epic. As the difference is, Fort Jefferson and Paradise City are tied with Coaldale for the best scoring defense in football. So we definitely are the defensive teams in the North. There are 3 teams that were tied with best scoring defense in the North. And the South, Springfield was the best scoring defense, and Springfield had the best takeaway sack defense total, which is pretty cool, which I call the DFR, defensive rating. How many takeaways do you get, including turnover on downs, and how many sacks do you get? That adds up to a defensive rating. And Springfield was number 1 in the league. Fort Jefferson, Middletown, and my team were all tied at second and third, close on their heels. All right, here we go. Paradise City Gamblers are at home. This is my team. We are facing off. This is an epic game. We are in Paradise City Stadium, and we get the ball to start as the home team. And here we go, folks. It's going to be 14. 14 is going to be a return out to the 24. So we've lost 2 in the final. We were 3-0, and we finished 5-2. So that means we went 2 for 2 in the final 4 games. So and almost both those losses in the final 4, we had lots of turnover on downs. So we didn't turn the ball over so much, but we turned it over on downs. I went for it on 4th and 2s, 4th and 1s, 4th and 3s in no man's land, and we didn't get them. And however, I think in both those losses we had 7 TODs. So I need to rein it in and be less aggressive if I'm going to get this team, if I'm going to navigate this team to the championship. All right, here we go. It's going to be a run for 11 yards, 10-11. The second best back in football, Garrison, who was the best back for a long time, ended up losing that title to Middletown's fullback. Here we go. 6, we can get a run for 1. 2nd and 9. It's 19. It's going to be a 23-yard strike to Reasons. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. We're down to the 41. Crowd on their feet as they can sense a shot for Paradise to win a championship in the first official BCFL season, as everything's official now. 20, it's going to be, with our +2, it's going to be a 6-yard run, 5-6. We had a shot at a big run there. Despite our quality of our backs, we got tripped up. We're going to get a yard. It's 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3, and it's going to be drop back touchdown pass. Again, Tucci does what he does best, throws a bomb. Tucci has managed to throw 10 touchdowns on the season and only 2 interceptions for the whole year. He's a +8 quarterback. The problem is he has a hell of a time completing just basic passes with that -2. So in the offseason, either I keep Tucci and work on repairing him, or I acquire receivers to help him, or I just dump Tucci completely. Most likely, I'll be stuck with Tucci because no one in the league is going to pilfer him from me. So how it works in my offseason first round is the worst team in the league gets to steal a rating from any other team. So no one's going to steal Tucci from me, even if he ends up being a champion. Who's going to take a -2 quarterback? Nobody. So Tucci here throws a 34-yard pass to Burns. The extra point is good. So we're up 7-0, and that's what I wanted to see. Tucci continues to work his magic, throwing long touchdown passes. They're going to return it out to the 24. And again, this team literally has paced me all year. Every time we would struggle, they would win and force us to win the next game. And this team, again, great defense. They are equal to us. We both give up the same amount of points. We led the league in points. They got a brilliant quarterback. However, their running game stinks. We have equal defenses. He's going to run. Here we go, and they're running. So it's going to be a 6-yard run for them. 5, 6. They have a great quarterback and no running game. We have a bad quarterback, but a running game. And our quarterback, that's not going to stop your quarterback from being successful, but it matters when you hit certain numbers. They're going to hand it off again, and it's going to be a run for 5 yards and a first down for them. So this may be one of those games. It's going to come down to those, the final drive of the game, I think. It's going to be a pass. Our DB doesn't shift it, and it's going to be incomplete. Second down. Good job. McGuire, who's fantastic, can't complete that pass. It's going to be a run for 5. No, he's going to get tripped up and get only nothing. Third down. Hallelujah. That -2 defensive backfield hurt him there. And it's going to be picked off. We're going to intercept this pass. That's going to be McGuire. Intercepted. And we're going to return it back now. 10. 10 is going to return it back 8 yards. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And folks, we are in a great position to take a 2-score lead in the first quarter. Yep, touchdown pass. Tucci on a play action. Fakes it to Garrison. Their defense eats it. He pops up and throws a seam route right down the middle of the field to the tight end. That's going to be a 27-yard TD. Tucci, back-to-back TD passes in the first quarter. 27-yard pass to Philidro, our tight end, right down the middle of the field, and the extra point is missed. Failed extra point. That might actually come back to be the difference in this game. Dang, I can't believe it. Wow, they return it out to the 29. And we're doing pretty good here, right? I spent the last couple of months playing this entire season and finishing a couple of special new charts that went in the new version of this book. I'll talk about those in another video later. Here we go. They're going to run for a yard. 1. I would like to blow these guys out, make this an easy game so we can focus on Middletown. It's going to be a sack for a loss of 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's our 11th sack on the season, which by the way, we're tied for the league lead with Fort Jefferson in sacks. That will be our 11th sack on the season as a team. It's third down. And 9 is going to be a run for 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fourth down. They're going to have to punt the ball. And that punt's going to be huge. 51 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 51. And our return, 8, not going to be too hot. 8 is 4 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4 at the 24. All right, man, we have wrapped up the first quarter. They are 0. We are 14. And the crowd here at home is celebrating already. However, I would remind them, just last week we jumped out on a team 21-7, and they damn near came out and beat us. 3, it's going to be a fumble. Can't make that out. Yep, we lose it. There it is, folks. We fumble the ball away. That's how quickly they have a shot now to cut the lead in half. As they recover, our fans shocked, and they're going to fumble the ball away right back to us. So back-to-back turnovers saves us from giving up a score. So as it is, we're going through possessions and we're winning. So I don't mind this. I would swap turnovers with them all day now that I'm up 14-0. It's going to be sacked for a loss of 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're down to the 15, second and long. And they earn a sack here. And that means they have 11 sacks on the season. They're the only defense to score safety this year on a sack, and they're the only team to score safety this year, and it was against us in the game we did win. And we've had 1 punt return in the whole season, and we've had no kick returns for touchdowns this year. We've had a couple of fumbled kick returns. So pretty cool. The first year has been fantastic. pass for 5 yards. So we're going to fling it out. He ends up getting hammered trying to create a little screen pass against this pass rush. We get 5, but no good. Third down. And he's going to get sacked again for a loss of 10. Wow, that's 2 more sacks. Times 2. And we got a punt. That was horrible. Fourth down. Horrible, horrible, horrible. That's not good. 17's a good punt, though. 48 yards. 10, 20, 30, 45, 6, 7, and 8. And he returns it. 7, 5, 6, 7. They're at the midfield already, folks. All right, we had to punt. This is the final possession of the first half. That's how fast these games can go when there's turnovers like the last series. Run for a loss of 2. Quarterback drops back, gets forced from the pocket, scrambles, gets sacked for a loss of 2. It's going to be a pass for 9. It's going to be +2. It's complete. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be 3rd and 3 thanks to the run for a loss of 2. It's going to be a run for 11, 10, 11, first down at the 33, and they keep the drive alive, trying to cut the lead before halftime. 13 is going to be a run for a loss of 1, so this time he hands it off up the gut to Neighbors, gets hammered. It's going to be a pass. Our DL shifts it down to a fumble. They lose it. Pow! Another fumble. We sack, strip, fumble, and that's it, folks. That's going to wrap up the first half. No score by either team as both teams fumbled the ball. We fumbled it once, they fumbled it twice, and we were forced to punt. The second quarter was nothing but defense. That is brilliant. These were the 2 best scoring defenses in football. They were also the 2 sack leading teams. So everything I'm seeing here looks just like a couple of teams that know how to play defense. Okay, so FJ gets the ball to start. Fort Jefferson's going to return this out to the 17. Not a great start for them to start the half. They need to score and score fast. 11, it's going to be a run for 13. Yep, they get a 13-yard rip by Martin. 10, 11, 12, 13, up to the 30. First down. 13, it's going to be another big run for them. Loss of 1 as he hands it off to Neighbors. The fullback gets buried. 17, drops back, looks, fires. It's going to be a strike for 9 yards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be 3rd and 2. They need to convert, and they need to score. 9 is going to be a run for 8, and they get it up the gut on a dive play. 5, 6, 7, 8. First down for them. And they do need to score on this drive as it is 14-0. He drops back. He's looking to pass. Batted away. Our defense, Johnny on the spot there against McGuire. Oh, he throws a pick. McGuire with a +2. Still going to get picked off. So McGuire intercepted for a second time. They have had 3 turnovers. We return this back 1 yard. Boom. Whoo! But we're going to win this thanks to turnovers. We led the league with +10 in turnovers. So this is not too surprising. All right. Let's score again and put this game away. Yep. Drops back. Hands it off to, or pitches it out to Garrison. Garrison gets around the end and rips off a 45-yard run for a touchdown. Garrison with a 45-yard run, TD, extra point is good. Oh, by the way, we have 13. I forgot we missed the PAT. So we have 13 points in the first quarter as we missed that kick. Wow, and that's another point off turnover. Holy cow, we are dominating Fort Jefferson on our way to a championship game. 13 is a return of 23. And Fort Jefferson now has to pretty much score on every possession remaining in the game if they want to beat us. 9 is going to be an 8-yard run. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2nd and 2. They need to score on every possession, folks. 11 is going to be a run for 13. Yep. 10, 11, 12, 13. They're not afraid to use Martin and Neighbors as they're now plowing ahead on us as we're picking them off. I don't blame them. It's going to be a pass, complete for 7, 5, 6, 7. With this +2 quarterback, they can really do whatever they want. If they throw passes, this +2 quarterback helps them immensely. 9 is another run for 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can see our defensive backfield playing deep, giving up those short passes. We don't want them scoring quickly. We've got a 20-0 lead in the third quarter. Let them throw 8-yard passes, right? It's going to be a run for 11. That we don't want. Draw plays for 11 yards, 10, 11. They're down to the 30 already. They need to score faster, though. If we're looking at, again, this is possession-based, so timing is abstract. But in reality, they would like to score as fast as possible. It's going to be another 7-yard pass, 5, 6, 7. So they're taking underneath stuff as we're playing deep, protecting us from the bomb. And 8, they're going to run for 5. Yep, they're going to get 5 and a first down. They're now down to the 18. Damn, they're moving. And it's going to be a sack, loss of 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's going to be yet another sack for us. That is going to make for 13 sacks for us on the year now. We are leading the league in sacks now. And he's going to drop back and find that touchdown pass as he waits for Jacobson to clear, heaves it deep. And it's going to be a 27-yard touchdown pass by McGuire, who's thrown 2 picks today. 27-yard pass to Jacobson. And the PAT for them is good. And that's huge. PC for us. We return the kickoff out to the 16. Not good. It's 20-7. They can beat us if they can score. They have to stop us from scoring. Final play, our final possession of the third quarter. We're going to get a run for 3. 1, 2, 3. Second down. 17 is going to be a 9-yard pass. Yep, 5 and 9 up to the 28. First down for us. So Tucci, despite his quarterback rating, completed the short pass there. 14 is going to be a run for 21 yards. 10-21. Beautiful play by Garrison, as he's already ripped off a 45-yarder for a touchdown. Garrison is the second leading rusher in the league and second in touchdowns rushing this year too. And we got sacked for a loss of 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. They're going to record yet another sack. Puts them at 12 on the season to our 13. It is second down. 16 draws back pass. It's going to be complete. This one for 7 yards, 5, 6, 7. Third and 11. Third and 11. And it's going to be a sack for a loss of 6, 5, 6. Damn, they get ×2 there. So they're tied with us. Both teams now have 13 sacks on the year. We got to punt the ball. As that ends the third quarter, the punt is 46, 10, 20, 30, 45, and 6. They return at 11 for 7 yards. 5, 6, 7 up to the 19. Wow, they did their job. They have to stop us from scoring if they want to win this ball game. We ended up punting the ball. They have the ball to 21. They still need to score touchdowns and get 2 extra points to beat us 21-20 as it stands right now. That's if they stop us the remainder of the game. It's going to be a run for 13 yards. 10, 11, 12, 13. Beautiful. They're running well despite the fact they're behind. They haven't given up on the run. We're going to cause a fumble and we're going to get it. That is their 4th turnover, folks. Remember, we led the league in turnover ratio. We just stripped the ball from them again. And the fans now on their feet celebrating, as this game is technically, unless they can score on the stop us here, score on the next one, get the onside and score. The fans can do the math. This game is all but done. Oh, and it's going to be a big pass down to the 8-yard line. First and goal at the 8. And we're the fans now on their feet as we're going for the kill shot. And 15 is going to be a 5-yard pass down to the 3. Second down and goal. Man, we're going to win this game. We're going on to the championship. 6 is a run for 1. Third down. Oh, maybe not. We have to settle for a shot at a field goal. And 5 is going to be a quarterback scramble for touchdown. Holy cow, my quarterback, Tucci. His first TD run on the year, 2-yard run. Unbelievable. He's thrown 10 TDs. Well, not counting this game, he's thrown 12 TDs on the year, and now he's run for 1. The extra point's good this time. And Fort Jefferson on the kickoff goes 12. 12 is going to bring him out to the 22-yard line. So I have spent February, I released this, and then I devoted all of February to using this solely to play out this first season. It has been one of the best times I have had in tabletop gaming in a long, long time. There is no stopping me. I mean, this is my go-to game. I've said it before. For my fictional career mode stuff, my football time and this are my go-to football games. But for my full Sims, this is definitely my go-to game. All right, it's going to be a sack for a loss of 11, 10-11. Man, we are destroying them. That is our 14th sack of the year. Last time we played them, we sacked them 4 times. I looked it up before this game, and I thought, wow, we had them 4 times last time. 11 is going to be a run for 13 yards. Good play, a draw play. 10, 11, 12, 13. It's third down and long, but they got back much of that sack yardage. And they're going to fumble again as we hit him and strip it. So it's going to be another quarterback hit. Ball comes loose. We fall on it. We take over right there. The final drive of the game must be completed. That'll be their 5th turnover, folks, and we're going to kill them. It's going to be a run for a loss of 2, second down. But this game is in the bag unless we throw a pick 6 or something here. Run for 3, 1, 2, 3, third down. We are forced to finish the drive all the way to completion. And we're going to throw a pick. Are you shiting me? Tucci, dang it. Intercepted. They get to return it. And they fumble it. Oh, but they recover their own fumble. So he picks it off, goes nowhere, gets popped, ball comes loose, but they fall on it. Unfortunately, the gun sounds, and that ends it for them. As we scored 7 in the third quarter, they scored 7. And then we scored 7 in the fourth quarter. They scored nothing. My God, we just shredded them. 27-7. We hammered them. We beat them 21-9 in the first game. We beat them 27-7 in this one. So we were definitely the better team this year. 5-3 for them. We go to 6-2, and we are now going to be in the championship game. And this quarterback with a -2 rating has had a brilliant season. He throws 2 touchdowns in this game, runs for another. That would give him 13 TDs on the year. And he also threw a pick in this game with 3 turnovers. So he's still plus 10, which is kind of funny. Well, he was 10, he's plus 8, now he's plus 10. McGuire throws a touchdown pass, makes him plus 8. And he threw 2 picks, though. So he's going to be, so my quarterback will finish this season, unless he has a miserable championship game, he'll finish the season as the top-rated quarterback on the QBR, which is my own formula. And the irony is I probably won't have him back next year. That's what's funny. We're going to keep that running game because we're second in the league, and now we find ourselves in the championship game. And our defense, despite the fact that we're ultimately average with a good DL, we've managed with running the ball and takeaways. As I said before, we had a plus 10 takeaway ratio. In this game, we took the ball away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So we now have, and we gave it up twice, so we're now plus 15 in turnover ratio. And plus 15, you're going to be a champion in just about any league if you can average 2 plus 2 a game. I've played 7. This is my 8th game. I'm averaging plus 2 turnovers in on the season per game. That's going to win you a lot of games. We'll see how Springfield fares against Middletown. 5-1-1 Middletown. And Springfield Eagles have our most explosive defense in the game. They aren't the best scoring defense, but they do create the most the most turnovers, as they had the 19 takeaways. They had 8 sacks. My team now will have surpassed them because I don't know how many sacks I had in this game. I had let's see here. I had 1, 2, 3. We had 3 sacks in this game, so we're at 13 sacks on the season. My God, so we sacked them 3 times. They sacked us 4 times today, and we won. But you cannot turn the ball over 6 times, -5 TOR, and think you're going to beat anybody in their house. And because of that, we're in the championship game. Fort Jefferson will be going home, licking their wounds, thinking about how can they improve on a damn good season. McGuire, not as good as his rating this year. We saw in this game he threw 2 picks. But these running backs, bad. So they might want to rectify that in the offseason. We'll see how that goes. All right, the next game I'll be playing will be Springfield and Middletown. I'll get to this later as my throat. I'm a little hoarse. I don't have the oomph. And then tomorrow, maybe if I have time at lunch or maybe with coffee in the morning, I will try to get to, coffee. I'll probably do this with coffee in the morning, and then maybe at lunch, if I have time, I'll play the championship game. And I will crown my very first 1948 BCFL champ in this amazing game. All right, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.